Yo, what's up everybody? It's Cyber Network here. We're diving deep into the world of cybersecurity today, specifically looking at the top 10 advanced mobile hacking techniques used in 2024. Now before we jump into it, a quick disclaimer. This video is strictly for educational purposes. We're talking about this stuff so you can learn how to protect yourself, not to encourage any illegal activity. Hackers are constantly coming up with new ways to get their hands on your data. We're going to break down each technique, show you how it works, and most importantly, how you can stay ahead of the game. If you enjoy this kind of deep dive, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future cybersecurity updates. Let's talk phishing attacks. Those emails or texts that trick you into clicking a malicious link or downloading a shady attachment, they're getting more sophisticated. Personalized messages from your bank, social media, or friends. Hackers use social engineering to craft legit-looking messages. They might spoof phone numbers or email addresses. Phishing can install malware, giving hackers access to your data. So, how can you protect yourself? Be wary of unsolicited messages. Double-check the sender's address. Never click on links or download attachments from unknown sources. Enable two-factor authentication. It adds an extra layer of security. And keep your phone's software up to date. Next up, we're talking about man-in-the-middle attacks, or MITM for short. These attacks involve intercepting your data while it's in transit, like eavesdropping on a conversation. Public Wi-Fi networks are prime targets for these attacks. A hacker could be lurking on that network, waiting to intercept your data. They can steal your login credentials, credit card info, browsing history, you name it. Use a VPN to encrypt your internet traffic, making it harder for hackers to intercept and read your data. Think of it like sending your data through a secure tunnel. Even if intercepted, it can't be deciphered. Let's talk about malware injections. Malware is essentially malicious software designed to harm your device or steal your data, and it can infiltrate your phone in a few different ways. One common method is through malicious apps. You might think you're downloading a harmless game or utility, but hidden within the code could be a nasty surprise. These malicious apps often masquerade as legitimate ones, making it hard to tell the difference. So how do you avoid downloading these digital landmines? Only download apps from official app stores like the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Before downloading any app, take a moment to check the reviews and ratings. Pay attention to the permissions and app requests during installation. And here's a bonus tip. Keep your phone's software up to date. Software updates often include security patches that fix known vulnerabilities, making it harder for malware to exploit them. Chapter 4: SIM swapping. They can steal your number and your accounts. SIM swapping. This one's all about social engineering, and it can be seriously damaging. Basically, a hacker convinces your mobile carrier to transfer your phone number to a SIM card that they control. Once they have your number, they can intercept calls and text messages, including those two-factor authentication codes we talked about earlier. Think about it. Many online accounts use SMS for password resets and account verification. If a hacker has control of your number, they can easily bypass those security measures. So, how do you protect yourself from SIM swapping attacks? Be extremely cautious about sharing personal information online or over the phone. Consider setting up a PIN code or password with your mobile carrier. And here's a proactive step: contact your mobile carrier and inquire about their SIM swapping prevention measures. By taking these precautions, you can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to a SIM swapping attack. Chapter 5: Bluetooth exploits. Your wireless connection isn't as secure as you think. Let's talk about Bluetooth exploits. Bluetooth is everywhere these days. Headphones, speakers, smartwatches, even cars. Hackers can exploit vulnerabilities in Bluetooth technology to gain unauthorized access to your devices. This can be done through a technique called bluesnarfing, where a hacker steals data from your phone via Bluetooth, or bluejacking, where they send unsolicited messages or spam to your device. So how do you keep your devices safe? Make sure your Bluetooth is turned off when you're not using it. When pairing your devices, always double-check that you're connecting to the correct device. Hackers can create fake Bluetooth devices with names that mimic legitimate ones, tricking you into pairing with their device instead. And as always, keep your device's software up to date. Software updates often include security patches that address known Bluetooth vulnerabilities, making it much harder for hackers to exploit them. Chapter 6: Zero-Day Exploits, the Unknown Threats. Now we're getting into some seriously advanced stuff, zero-day exploits. These are vulnerabilities in software or hardware that are unknown to the developers. Because these vulnerabilities are unknown, there's no patch available to fix them, making them extremely dangerous. Hackers can exploit these flaws to gain complete control of your device, steal your data, or even turn your phone into a surveillance tool without you ever knowing. So, how do you protect yourself from something you don't even know exists? Be extra cautious about clicking on links or downloading attachments from unknown sources. Zero-day exploits can be delivered through phishing emails, malicious websites, or even compromised apps. Keep your phone's software up to date. While software updates might not protect you from zero-day exploits directly, they can patch other known vulnerabilities, reducing your overall attack surface. Consider using a security app that offers real-time protection against malware and phishing attacks. And here's a general security tip: back up your data regularly. Chapter 7, Rogue Wi-Fi Networks. Free Wi-Fi isn't always free. Let's talk about rogue Wi-Fi networks. These are fake Wi-Fi hotspots set up by hackers to intercept your data. You might be at a coffee shop, airport, or hotel, see a Wi-Fi network with a tempting name like Free Public Wi-Fi, and think you've hit the jackpot. But in reality, you might be connecting to a hacker's trap. Once you connect, the hacker can monitor your internet activity, steal your login credentials, and even inject malware into your device. So, how do you avoid falling for this Wi-Fi ruse? Be wary of connecting to unfamiliar Wi-Fi networks, especially those that don't require a password. Always double-check the network name with staff if you're unsure. And here's a crucial tip: avoid accessing sensitive information like bank accounts or social media while connected to public Wi-Fi. If you absolutely have to, use a VPN to encrypt your internet traffic and protect your data from prying eyes. Chapter 8, Keylogging. They're reading everything you type. Keylogging. It sounds exactly like what it is, recording every keystroke you make on your phone. Hackers use keylogging software to steal passwords, credit card numbers, private messages, and anything else you type. This malicious software can be installed through phishing attacks, malicious apps, or even by physically accessing your device. So, how do you protect yourself from these digital spies? Be extremely cautious about downloading apps from unknown sources. Stick to official app stores and carefully review app permissions before installing. Consider using a password manager. Password managers store your passwords securely and allow you to log into websites and apps without actually typing your password, making it much harder for keyloggers to capture them. And here's a general security tip: be mindful of your surroundings when typing sensitive information. Chapter 9, App Cloning. Fake apps, real threats. Let's talk about app cloning. This is where hackers create fake versions of popular apps to trick you into entering your login credentials. These cloned apps often look and feel identical to the legitimate ones, making it incredibly difficult to spot the difference. So, how do you avoid falling victim to app cloning? Only download apps from official app stores. Before downloading any app, take a moment to check the developer's name. Does the name match the company or organization the app claims to represent? If not, it could be a red flag. Pay attention to the app's description, reviews, and ratings. And here's a simple but effective tip: if in doubt, go directly to the company's website and look for a link to download their app. This ensures you're getting the app from a legitimate source. Chapter 10, Social Engineering. Hacking the human element. Let's talk about social engineering, the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information. Hackers who use social engineering rely on psychological manipulation, deception, and persuasion to trick you into doing something you wouldn't normally do. They might impersonate a trusted authority figure, create a sense of urgency or fear, or appeal to your emotions to lower your guard. For example, a hacker might call you pretending to be from your bank's technical support team, claiming there's been suspicious activity on your account. They might then ask you to verify your account information, including your password or PIN code. Social engineering attacks can be incredibly convincing, especially when crafted by skilled manipulators. So, how do you protect yourself from these master manipulators? Be skeptical, verify the source. Don't be afraid to say no. So there you have it, the top 10 advanced mobile hacking techniques used in 2024. We've covered a lot of ground today, from phishing attacks and malware injections to zero-day exploits and social engineering. By understanding how these techniques work and taking the necessary precautions, you can significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim of mobile hacking. Thanks for watching. Remember to stay safe and secure online. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cyber Network for more cybersecurity tips and